Surprise! We're doing a bonus video this week to show you the baby hognose snakes in a higher definition than what our live stream showed you. We're going to be sexing them, weighing them, and moving them from their incubation bin into their new baby enclosures. Here are the little babies, and we're going to just one at a time go through them and weigh them, mark down their weight and their sex, and then we're going to move them into these baby enclosures. They're very simply set up. There's just a hide, a water dish, and a rock on the inside for them to rub up against to help them shed. We'll just start with the normal baby here, and he's already shedding. Cool thing about hognoses is they shed almost right after they hatch, and so he has a little bit of shed still right here. We'll get that off of him so he's good to go. We're going to start our scale. He is a whole 8 grams, which is actually a pretty decent size for a little baby. This little normal looks to be a female with that shape and length of a tail, so we have her weight down. We will move her over into a baby tub, put a lid on, and she is good to go. Now we're going to move on to the Conda. This was the very first one that hatched. It has kind of a cool brown color to its spots. This one will set in the scale. I'm going to guess 7 grams on this one. 6 grams. All right, got that marked down. This one is a boy, it looks like. This is a really cute little Conda. This was the first one out. He was ready for the world before any of his other siblings. And I like the color to his spots. Just looks really clean. So we'll set him over into his container. Next we have this Conda that decided to finally come out. A little bit darker of a Conda, but still has that nice black belly, which is another sign of a Conda phase hognose snake. And this one looks to be another female. I'm gonna guess 7 grams on this one as well. We'll see. 8 grams. All right, so 8 grams. We have female marked down. She's a cutie. We'll move you over into this bin. Now we have this snake. This one we thought was a normal during the live stream, but once it came out, we thought it was a normal because of the amount of spots on its back, but then we looked at its belly, and it has a completely black belly. So we're starting to think now that this is actually just a very low expression Conda phase hognose snake. Let's look at its tail. That looks to be a female to me. We'll set her down, and 6 grams. A whole 6 grams. And she will go over here. Now, the last egg, the one that is a normal, we don't think is gonna make it, because if you look at him, he still hasn't come out, and although he used to respond when I touched him, he is not responding anymore, and there's still quite a blob here of, just nutrients that he has yet to absorb. So I don't think this one's gonna make it, but we'll keep him in the incubator a little longer just to be safe. But that leaves us with the little super Conda. Look at this little cutie, covered in perlite still. This one has a really nice, lack of a pattern. Sometimes you'll see supers that have a little hint of a pattern, but this one really has nothing at all, which is great. Should have a completely black belly. And this one looks to be a male. That's a pretty long tail there. I'm going to guess 6 grams on this one. 8 grams, man, that was off on all of them. 8 grams, that's good. That's a nice, healthy, chunky little baby boy. Get him marked down, and we'll set him in. I will admit, I kind of played favorites, and I gave my remaining cave to the super, because why not? We'll slap a lid on him. All right, we have them all weighed, sexed, and labeled, and I'll be putting their sheds and their meals on these cards just to keep track of when everyone is eating and how good of eaters they are. Once they take about 2 to 3 meals, then they'll be ready to go to their new homes, and we will hope for the best for this last remaining little egg. I will post in the comments if it does happen to hatch. Hopefully it does, fingers crossed. But that does leave us, assuming the worst with this one, that still leaves us with 1 normal, 3 Condas, and 1 super Conda that we are just very psyched over. So thanks for watching, and thanks for joining us at the live stream if you did. Hopefully this helps give you a more high-def view of the babies now that they're all out of their eggs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Well, as soon as we were done filming that last clip, Ed got really curious on what was inside this egg, so we're going to open it up and just see if the baby is or is not living, so we know once and for all whether to expect another baby. So let's do this. We're going to pull it open a little bit further. And I don't have my hopes up since he's not responding. Oh, wow. He's got like a huge kink right there, if you can see it. Oh, and look at, oh, well, that's a shame. His eyes are white. He smells a little bit. He has a crazy kink, or actually a couple of kinks right there. So he had some development issues. Was it going to be a male or a female? Looks like, I think a girl. I don't know, that one's kind of hard to tell, but at least, I mean, I hate to say it, but at least it wasn't a super conda that passed away. Still sad that any little baby passed. But this is what happens sometimes when you breed snakes. Not all of them are gonna make it, and we just had to look inside to see if it was something that we did, or in this case, it looks like it was just a development issue. But now we know, and we won't get our hopes up for another baby hognose snake in this clutch. And you know what? We still have 5 super healthy babies from that clutch, so I'd say we're still in the green there. So we'll just focus on the good.